churches. Even in Black History Month, they have a whole month. Of course, the shortest month out of the day. You know what I'm saying? Out of all 12. Come on now, that's kind of crazy. But they only tell you about like the same 3-4 people. Like Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King.
And then the file left.
They barely talk about Malcolm X. They know not to talk about him. They know not to talk about him. I don't even know what else they talk about. Harriet Tubman, yeah, they talk about Harriet Tubman. And they just recently started acknowledging a Latino heritage month. I forgot where. Y'all remember what?
Caesar Chavez?
No. I'm saying what month? Oh yeah, that's right there. Y'all can come listen to it. Yeah. What's up? Is that a virus going around?
I had saw on Instagram.
Oh shoot! I didn't even see it. She slipped. Yeah, she slipped under my.
I saw a thing on Instagram.
She coming back.
Yeah, she coming back.
Don't laugh on me, but don't laugh at me. I said,
Pick it up.
Instagram where they put in your food and water to make y'all see it.
Man, no, I'm not surprised. I'm gonna keep it 100. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure. Yeah. You get one too. You grab one. You got one?
I got one, brother.
All praises, yo. All praises. So I'm gonna give you a few things, right? A few laws I want you to hold on to. Because again, let me get Sirach 17 and 11. I want to show you something.
I can't read that verse. That's for them. I got you.
Oh no, he might beat you.
Sirach chapter 17 and verse 11.
Right on.
And it reads, besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
For a what?
For inheritance.
For a heritage. That's your heritage. Everything that we're actually talking about is your heritage, yo. You know what I'm saying?
It's only gonna be 1 minute.
You gotta go to work. You gotta go to work after you drop her off or before. Yeah, see that? You gotta go to work. Yeah, tonight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We tell people you ain't got a lot. I ain't nobody. You ain't got a lot of money. You say you ain't trying to listen. You know what I'm saying? But this is your heritage that we're reading about. Because everything we were talking about is actual history. You can actually look this up. The statistics, that's why they do all these censuses. These censuses, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're literally trying to pinpoint, like, okay, this, that, and the third. They call us the minority when we're literally the majority. Literally. That's a fact. Right? Let me get, let's get a few things for this brother. Let me get Leviticus 11 and verse 7.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
You know what swine is? Swine. It's another word for an animal. No, not swan. S-W-I-N-E. It's a pig. Yeah, the pig. Now watch this, because most people, they think it came from Islam and like the Muslims, they don't report. It didn't come from them. They got it from us. Yeah, we gotta go to the source, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you know what I'm saying? People got the Jordans and all that. But if somebody pull up in some Shaqs, they gonna get laughed at. Now mind you, both of them were basketball players. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Both of them got rings. So why you get ridiculed if you wear Shaqs and not Jordans? Why y'all laughing? I'm dead serious. Come around me and some Shaqs, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I'm joking. That's fine. But for real, man. For real. That's a fact. Right? Now, why? It's because one, he's known for his shoes. He's known for his performance in his shoes. He's known for really getting the publicity off of the rep on his shoes. It ain't to knock the other one, but it's like, yo, you not him. Same thing when it came to our laws, our customs. We're the source. All these other nations, like, oh, they cool and all, but they not him. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's get it. Right.
And it reads, and the swine,
Right.
though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed,
Right.
yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Right, so even the Bible, God said that the pig was unclean unto us.
That's right.
It was an unclean beast. Right, keep going.
Verse 9. Look, verse 8. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right? So he said of their flesh, we can't eat of their flesh. Right? He says we cannot eat of his flesh, nor touch their dead carcass.
At all.
You said what?
Why do they feed us that?
That's a
Why do they
good
feed us
question.
that?
All praise to the
Good
Most High,
question.
man. Let me get Judah, chapter 5. We get Job 9. Oh, no. Daniel 7, 25. Let me get that. You said, why do they feed us that? Because they know what's going on.
Yeah.
They know what's going on. You know, in Russia, they have a lot of the so-called black figures. They do. The so-called black figures, the black paintings of the Bible, they literally have it. In Russia, yeah, facts. They have it. Why won't they tell us they have it? Why is not that big news? Right? The so-called Moor statues that people be trying, oh, I'm Moorish and all that. That's bullcrap. When you actually look at the actual Moors, they got these. They have fringes on their statues. The actual Moors. The Jew Moors. Because you had 3 different sects. You had the North Africans, the Islamic, and you had the, what's it called? You had the, and then us. I'm speaking, I don't know why. Like what? And you had us. You know what I'm saying? 3 different sects. Now, I'm going to show you something real quick. No, you got Judith, you got Daniel. All right, hold that. Judith 5 and 17.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 17.
Bring it up.
I'm going to show you a picture.
And whilst they sinned not before their God,
Right, so when we didn't sin before the Most High God, what happened?
they prospered.
He said what?
They prospered.
So we prospered when we didn't sin against the Most High. But go ahead.
Because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. Verse 18. But when they departed from the way,
He said what?
but when they departed from the way,
So when we actually departed away from our culture, away from our laws,
which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore,
right? Keep going.
and were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
And we got led captive to a land that wasn't theirs. What's America? A land that wasn't ours. We were sold there. So that's why they did it. Even in times past, they would try to trick us into worshiping this or worshiping that or doing this or doing that.
Come hear the
Right?
word.
That's what they do. They do that to our people all the time. Bring this out.
1 minute for a scripture.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand unto a time and the times and the dividing of time.
Right, so it says that they would change laws. They literally changed our laws. They changed it to where, what's it called? Pork is A-okay to eat now. Right? Now it's okay. It's actually healthy for you and things of that nature. I think I found a picture too. Yeah. Oh yeah, sundown. So it fluctuates. So yeah, it fluctuates. I get it. Go ahead. You got the precept.
God, this is Luke chapter 13 and verse 1. There were present at that season some that told him of the Galileans, whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices.
Hold on. Read that again.
God. Luke chapter 13 and verse 1. There were present at that season some that told him of the Galileans, whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices.
And it said Pilate has mingled with their sacrifices. So Pilate, damn heathen, over trying to mingle up these, you know what I'm saying, these unclean things. He's trying to catch us lacking. That's what he always did. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Here, come in. You see this right here? This is a Moor statue. You see what's on the bottom? The same thing I showed you. This is from a Moor statue. From the so-called Moors. They literally had that on their statue. Why would they be wearing fringes? If they weren't of the same, you know what I'm saying? If they weren't of the same people. Like it just, like I said, there's a source, and then there's like a watered down version. These were still our people. It's just it watered down from being And again, like we read, it was changed. So it was changed from, okay, they're Israelites, or they're Jews. All right, now they're Moors, or Moorish American. Now they're Negroes. Now they're black. Now they're colored. Now they're African American. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it what's it called? That's how it dwindles down. They water it down all the way. So when you ask, why did they do that? That's why. They knew that we would fall if we went against the
Keep
Most
walking
High
through,
God.
kid. 1 minute for a scripture, kid.
Job 9 and 24. Let me show you another reason. Right?
Job chapter 9 and verse 24.
Right?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
He said what?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So it said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who runs the world?
The wicked.
Right, what people rule the world? Exactly.
That's right.
They're literally the only people that's on the face of the earth that can put a tariff on somebody or block an import and embargo, right? They could block that. They could set an embargo and nobody can say nothing against it. But if another nation tried to set an embargo, all hell would break loose. They literally threaten with war, and that nation, like, okay, look, I'm gonna just take it off.
That's why we got civil wars and all that.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're known for doing, to have that control, to really. They got all these other nations by the cojones. They're scared. It's a fact. So he said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Keep going.
Military bases.
Reads. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So if it's not them, then who else could it be? Who else? That's a rhetorical question that even Job is asking. If it's not them, then who is it? So we just showed you the aspect of work. Now I'm going to show you something else. 11 and 9. And I'm going to get numbers.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
So what has fins and scales in the waters? Fish, right? Do you know? You can name me like 3. Name me 3. Hey, now, I ain't gonna lie, that's a good. Goldfish does have fins and scales. I can't even argue that.
You know what I mean? Flounder or
I think flounder does actually. I think I looked that up.
swordfish, I think.
So
Something like
you
that.
said what else?
Swordfish, something like that.
I think a type of swordfish does. Oh yeah,
It's a black bottom.
Throw it in trash.
oh yeah, heck yeah, throw that joint out. Yeah.
Brother just threw it out.
Who did? Oh, all praises.
All right.
We about to throw it out. Yeah, he threw it out, but we about to throw it out. Yeah. He threw it out, we throwing it in the trash. That's what we doing.
Break it up before you do too.
It's gone.
Nah, it's going. Yeah, you can't reach a hand enough. It's over with. Yeah, all praises. It's over with. All right, keep going.
Verse 10. It reads.
Oh wait, I gotta name you a few. I gotta name you a few. So like bass, that's good, right? Yeah, whiting. Whiting is cool. You can eat that. Salmon, you can eat salmon. You like salmon?
Yeah.
Cod. I'm not a fan of cod.
He said
Yeah.
that, man.
Do it have fins and scales?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's how they get it. It got fins, but does it have scales? Now watch this.
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales, and the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
It said the ones that don't have fins and scales that's in the waters, they will be an abomination unto us. Such as what? What doesn't have fins and scales? You name one of them. You named one already. Shark don't. Yeah, you can't get no shark bites. What else? What else? Dolphins? Yeah. Can't get
Well, that's
one
not
of
a
them.
fish.
What else? Jellyfish? You can't bite on them. What else? What do our people love eating? They got the boils and all that.
Oh, crab.
Right?
Yeah. Crab,
Shrimp. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? They one more. Yeah. They got more too. They got shellfish. They got the oysters. You know what I'm saying? The mussels and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now the Most High God, He said those weren't a part of our law. We couldn't eat that. You understand? But in today's time, they make it a delicacy. It probably is a delicacy as far as like hard to get, because that's what they try to like exotic delicacies. They're hard to get. They probably are hard to get now. You wanna know why? Because they already fished up all of it. That's why the waters look mad crazy. You ever been up north?
Oh yeah.
You see the waters up there? I won't even dip my big toe in there. I promise you I won't. I promise you won't. You guys, yo, what? No. We always say, bro, like if a fish come out of there, like that joint gonna be deformed. It's a mutant now. Yeah. It's gonna be a mutant fish. I'm not touching it. But those are actual law that was told that we couldn't do. But in today's society, they say what? It's a delicacy. It has high iron. It's good for you. And if you want to live lavish, you want to get you a lobster tail. Like, no, that's crazy. You know they used to feed prisoners that? They're serious. They used to feed prisoners lobster, shrimp, and all that. But they stopped because they felt it was too inhumane. But you can serve it at a restaurant, and it's not inhumane.
You got a whole restaurant called Red Lobster.
Yeah, come on. What's the other dog? Wicked. You said the juicy crab. I don't know why I almost said the crusty crab. I almost said the crusty. Yeah, I almost said the crusty. Yeah, the juicy crab. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. I did almost say the crusty. I'm glad you jumped in there before I did. I would have made a fool of myself.
You cut that quick as that.
What? Hey, bring this out numbers. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Right. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Right. Who are the children of Israel? Who the Israelites? All praises, man. Go ahead.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Just for tomorrow.
Throughout their generations.
What does it mean throughout your generations?
Down the line, lineage.
Down the line, down the lineage. Exactly. Down the lineage. Right? Until your generation stopped, where it was only you have no kids, nothing. I mean, ain't nobody can carry that on. You know what I'm saying? But as your generation keeps going, that's a perpetual thing. Right? Keep going.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
And just to show how crazy that is, that statue that I showed you is like roughly about 1,500 years ago. Like, I'm trying to think of that specific statue. That specific statue. I think that was like, nah, it wasn't. It had to be about 1,000.
You know more.
Yeah. I want to say between 1,000 and 15. But that specifically. Because like the Moors, like they was all, you know what I'm saying, like, I ain't talking about the civilization, I'm talking about a little bit prior. You know what I'm saying? But roughly around that time frame, I'm gonna have to look up that specific statue. But let's say 1,000, so to speak, of that specific statue. Like, they was wearing it at that time. And then you go all the way to 2024 AD, brothers still doing it. So what do you think they were doing prior to that? They were still doing it. You feel what I'm saying? It was a perpetual thing upon the Israelites to do, was to keep the fringes. But there's a reason into it too. Go ahead.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
And what?
And do them.
And do them. So it was a reminder to keep the commandments of the Most High God. Because our people are visual. You say for example, was you eating pork prior to this moment? Nah, yeah. He made a stink face. Hey, nah, I wasn't eating that joke.
Look, it's the thing.
Bacon and all.
He said turkey bacon? All right. I bang with it, you know what I'm saying? I bang with it.
What they say,
Yeah, see? Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact.
somebody else do it.
We be trying to do it. But now, what about shrimp garlic lobster? You was eating that?
I'm allergic.
Oh, praise!
Feel.
I am too.
Feel.
So I wasn't rocking with it.
Yeah, we already not rocking.
Yeah, we already wasn't rocking with it. We ain't have no choice. But hey, that's a fact. All praise to the Most High. So you already, look, that barely even pertain to you. You know what I'm saying? They don't even pertain to
That's
you.
why I ain't really reading nobody for real.
See? Yeah, well, true. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a valid reason, King. But it's a fact, man. All praise to the Most High. You already cleansed of that. But now you got, say, the fringes, so to speak. The fringes now, right? You know what those are, fringes on the borders of our garments? It's the thing that I showed you, that the lady had. Right, now look. You know, he'll look cold. You know what I'm saying? Even the brothers over there, the elder over there.
Oh yeah.
He got it on the poncho. The other brother got it on his poncho. Right?
Okay.
He's cold.
Okay.
Mine right here. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, these are fringes that the Most High God said was to be upon our people, like the Israelites. That's another one of our laws and our customs. You understand? Now, I'm going to get one more for you. Let me get Exodus 35 and 2.
Act like you asked for their number.
That's a song?
I think you read what they doing.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you got his stuff.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 2. 6 days shall work be done. But on the seventh day there shall be to you a holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord.
You know what the Sabbath is? It said it in there. It was at the very end.
Church.
Nah. Read it one more time.
It shall be unto you a holy day, a Sabbath of rest.
A what?
A Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
So it's a rest day that the Most High God ordained for us to keep. Now, he said it's on the seventh day. Do you know what the seventh day is? Trick question? Yeah, is it? Nah, it's actually not. It's actually not. Because Sunday is the actual start of the week. Right? Monday is the first day of the working week. That I people know things of that nature. Now, yo, ain't that also that song too? That's in the song. When Shorty, that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. She even started on Sunday. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, it is. But she did start it on. But nah. Sunday was ordained by the Romans to be the so-called seventh day due to their sun worship. That's the reason why they ordained Sunday to be their seventh day, their Sabbath, so to speak. But the actual Sabbath is Saturday, the actual Sabbath. But it starts at a certain time period. All right, let me get Nehemiah, chapter 13. Let me show you something. But you see, on that day it says, "Thou shalt do no work." You can't work on the Sabbath. But it's going to say something else as well. Nehemiah 13, I believe it's verse 16. 19.
Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse 19. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath.
It said what?
Began to be dark before the Sabbath.
So it said when it began to be dark before the Sabbath. So it wasn't the sun didn't set yet, but before it started to get dark, it labeled it as before the Sabbath. So the Sabbath starts when it gets dark, right? When the sun goes down, that's when the Sabbath starts, right? So that's why he shut the gates. Keep going.
Before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut and charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath.
So they couldn't open the gates until after the Sabbath, right? So in modern day times, modern day times, so-called Friday, because we know back then they didn't say Monday, Tuesday, now, you know what I'm saying, that's simple. In today's time, Friday at sundown would be the start of the Sabbath. Until Saturday sundown, when the sun sets, that's when the Sabbath ends. So there it says, actually you could jump to 11 and 31. But as it read here, it said, thou shalt not do no work. What else?
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
I'm sorry, my bad. Read it again.
Ye shall kindle no fire.
Right, so it says, thou shalt not kindle a fire in your habitations on the Sabbath day. That's going to the aspect of actually cooking. Right, you can't cook on the Sabbath. Now you can cook before the Sabbath to have a hot meal prepared for you for the Sabbath. But once the Sabbath comes in, there's no actual cooking. But you can still eat, right? And say like, you know, all your food that was warm is gone and things of that nature. You wake up in the morning, you're like, dang, I want breakfast. You got fruit, you got sandwiches, right? You got all different types of things. Yeah, and then there's smoothies and things of that nature, right? But you can't physically, you know, go to kindle up a fire, to spark a fire to reheat or cook anything, right? That's one of the other oracles of the Sabbath. No cooking and no buying. Well, no, I didn't get that yet. I'm about to get that. So what I proved so far is no cooking and no work, right? Now read this. Like I said, it's a holy day. It's different from all the other days. He ordained the Sabbath to be his day, the Lord's day to rest, right? Because he rested on the Sabbath. So how much more his creation? We're not better than him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
So it said that they wouldn't buy or sell on the Sabbath. That's why they had to shut the gates before what? Before the Sabbath. They had to shut the gates because people was trying to buy and sell. Right, so they shut the gates prior, and so nobody is able to buy or sell on the Sabbath. Right? Hey, in that later in Nehemiah the 13th chapter, he told. Actually, we're gonna get it. Start at verse. Actually, no, it's down some. So start at verse. 21.
Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse 21. Then I testified against them and said to them, why lie ye about the wall? If you do so again.
Because he's like, yo, why are you lodging over here to try to sell on the Sabbath? He's asking these people, he said, why you keep coming over here trying to sell on the Sabbath? What's wrong with y'all? So he said, what? He said, I testified against them. So he started getting on them, like, yo, like, yeah, like, yo, you was here this day. Next week, when I told y'all, don't come back over, you still over here trying to sell. We're not buying nothing on the Sabbath. Stop coming over here. Read that again from the top.
God. Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 21. Right. Then I testified against them and said to them, why lie ye about the wall? If you do so again, I will lay hands on you.
I will what?
I will lay hands on you.
Hey, he was about that action, yo. He was about that work. He stood on God's business. What? He said, yo, you come back, and it wasn't just one of them. It wasn't just one of them.
Oh no, I got
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He said, yo. No, I'm saying he's not even talking to just one of them.
Oh, word.
He's talking to multiple.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it wasn't just one-on-one. It was like one on a few.
Oh, word.
He's like, yo, you come back around this way again. He's like, I'm going to lay hands on you.
All y'all can get.
Yeah. He was about that. Go ahead.
It's a fair part. From that time forth.
He said, what?
From that time forth.
Go ahead.
Came they no more on the Sabbath.
He said, after that day, they come again, boy. They wasn't playing. And that man right there, he's an Israelite man.
Right.
That's an Israelite brother. Nehemiah, that's an Israelite brother.
Right.
They saw him, and they wasn't like, oh, well, watch, we're going to come to this. They said, yeah. They'll come any other day. You can come any other day. But on the Sabbath, he said, you come around here again, I'm going to lay hands on you. Just think about that. Our people was warriors. They was warriors. They wasn't playing none of that. Especially when it came about the Most High God, they stood on business. Right? So now, with that being said, I showed you three things. You remember the first. I mean, you already don't do it, but you remember the first. That's clutch. Exactly. All praise to the Most High. You got that, but you already doing that. You got that down pat. Now, what about another one? Let me get another. What's up?
Hey, bro. Yo.
You got to start with an F. FR.
You feel me? First day out type shit.
That was good.
He done came up work.
He just ran bro flyer.
Damn, I forgot.
It rhymes with hinges.
The fringe.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
Right.
All praises, man. Yeah, the fringes. Facts. With a ribbon of what color?
1 minute for a skip.
No, I'm saying the ribbon of what? I mean, the ribbon has to be what color?
Red or
No.
green?
Yeah, blue. The ribbon has to be blue, right? Like, real quick. Ayah, let me use you real quick. You see his?
Oh, okay.
Now his fringes, this is a different color than mine right here. Right? Show yours real quick. See, his is a different color.
Okay.
But now what about his ribbon?
They all blue.
Exactly. So even his, look.
Okay.
He got the black ones under there.
He all
got the blue.
blued out.
Yeah, he blued out. He don't pay though. We ain't gonna get that.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that.
Right. So with that being said, right?
Yeah.
He still got the blue ribbon as well. Even though his fringes are blue, so the fringes could be whatever color. You know what I'm saying? But the ribbon has to be blue.
Yo,
Right?
what you doing, bro?
All praises. Now, it was one last one we had said. It was the third one. Exactly. All praises. All praises. Now, when does it start?
Saturday. Well, no. It starts Friday sundown.
Man, this brother on fire.
Yeah.
This brother is on fire.
Yes, sir. I had to,
All praises.
Yeah.
So when does it end?
Saturday sundown.
All praise to the Most High. Now, this is the last test. It's the last one.
Okay.
Last one. So like right now, if I wanted to go in Meehan's and buy something, I could do that.
Oh, no.
Oh nah.
Oh,
So nah. Said nah.
That's going against the Most High.
Yeah, see that? All praises, man. He said all Brit. Yeah. He said all Brit. That's going against the Most High. We can't do that. We can't do that. What else we can't do?
That's crazy,
Can't,
bro.
Hey, you know, I don't like that. That's why
eat like the fish, right?
Well, on the Sabbath. This has to do with the Sabbath.
We can't use fire to cook.
Okay, see that? All praises. Look,
Yeah.
man. All right, there's one more. You got the buy and sell. You got the cooking. There's one last thing.
Oh, close the gate.
Close the gate. All right, that's a solid one. That's a solid one. Now, I'll say this. Actually, you know a little something.
Sorry, let me give you a flyer right
Real
quick.
quick. I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna put it without just giving it to you. I gotta meditate. Cause you're smart. You're mad smart. So I think about how to do this, Joe. All right. How am I gonna word it, bro? I don't know how to word it. All right, the Sabbath. What is the Sabbath? It's a what day?
Rest day.
So since it's a rest day, what can't you do?
We can't,
Wasted away.
definitely can't work.
You said what?
Definitely can't work.
And that's the one I was looking for, man. Definitely can't be working. Right?
But you also said can't sell. I just remembered
There you
that.
go. See, you got the buying.
Right.
And he slipped that one in there. Hey, also you said we can't sell on that. That's a fact.
Respect.
Right? There's brothers that got businesses and stuff. There's brothers that, you know what I'm saying, but they close their business down when Friday, sundown comes in. They open it back up. They open the gates thereof. You know what I'm saying? When Saturday, sundown go down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until the Sabbath is over. They'll open that joint back up. They get it business as usual. You know what I'm saying? So all praise to the Most High. This brother. He cold. This brother cold. What you say your name was again? Dustin. Exactly, man. You never. Let me get Isaiah 30 and 21. Let me show you something.
Every day I wake up, my man goes.
Yeah, Isaiah 30 and 21.
First of all, follow the commandments of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah.
It's Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 21. And that is, so if there ain't word behind thee,
Real quick.
21, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee.
So it said your ears is going to hear a word behind you that said,
saying, this is the way.
He said what?
This is the way. Walking in it when ye turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left.
it said, this is the way, walk you in it. Whether you turn to the right hand or whether you turn to the left, there's going to be a voice that said, yo, walk ye in it. You got to walk in this zone for real. And you already stepping. I ain't going to lie to you. You already stepping through the Spirit.
I appreciate that.
Real talk. And that's the Most High God moving through you. You understand? Now, actually, I brought it early. John 10:27. Right? Because, King, at one point, you were lost. But then the Most High found you. You actually resonated and actually was like, damn, this is what it is. That's how the Most High moves. Go ahead.
John chapter 10 and verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
Said what?
My sheep hear my voice.
So that same voice that told you, all right, maybe you should stop. That same voice that was like, you know what, I'm going to sit here and listen. It's mad cold, but I'm going to sit here and listen. That same voice that was giving you all the answers to be able to just, come on. The same voice that was like, nah, we ain't going to eat pork no more. I don't know what it is about it. I ain't rocking with it. It's the same voice. Go ahead.
And I know them, and they follow me.
And they what?
And they follow me.
And it said, and they follow me. Right? Because Christ, he kept the law. He kept the commandments of God. So those that are going to follow him are going to what? They're going to follow him. They're going to do exactly what it says.
That's right.
Right? Let me get... We're going to do exactly what it says. It's not going to be no like, I don't know. He did it, but like, I don't have to. That's crazy.
That's crazy for real.
Yeah. What do you mean I don't have to? And 105.
Psalm chapter 119 and verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet.
He said what?
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. And a light unto my path.
They said, and a light unto my path. Right? So we should be striving to... Actually, let me get that in 1 Peter 2:9. I'm going to show you something, because that's how we're supposed to be walking. We've been walking in darkness for way too long. Not knowing who we are, that's walking in darkness for way too long. Walking not after the Most High God, and because what even ideal best person you can be as what the Bible says, it's clear cut. There ain't no 3, 4, 5 different interpretations. It's just clear cut. He wants you to do this, and he wants you to not do this. Like, cause some people genuinely don't know that it's not good to steal. Some genuinely don't know. They just know I need it, so I'm gonna just get it. Survival instinct. That's what they know. So they're not taught that it's bad, but if they just live as best as they can, they might think it's okay to do that. But God says that's never okay to do. Right? Go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation.
Even in the New Testament, he was still talking to the same people. He said, y'all are a chosen generation. Not everybody is in the same genus or generation. He said a royal priesthood and a holy nation with no essence. So he's not talking about a whole multitude of holy nations. He said a holy nation. Go ahead.
A peculiar people.
And a special people. Peculiar, go ahead.
That you should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness.
Called you what?
Who have called you out of darkness.
Who called you out of darkness.
Into his marvelous light.
Into his marvelous light. Which we showed you. The commandments, his laws, and things of that nature. Even following Christ as we should, that's following after the light. You understand? That's the light that the Most High God told us to follow. Right? So with that being said, he said it again. He said it multiple times. Right? Bring this up.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. Ye are the light of the world.
We, the Israelites, are supposed to be the light to the world. We're supposed to shine brighter than every other nation that's out here. That's just a fact. We do it anyways on the left-hand side. We do it in wickedness. We shine better than everybody. When they talk about going into who trapping better, nobody trapping better than our people. You got the Venezuelan, different cartels. You got the Mexican cartels. You got the, you got the neighborhood nigga that's trapping all types of crazy. That's bringing in bad. They bringing in bands. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doing it like that.
I definitely
right? Even that show Snowfall. I'll play some more stuff. 1 second, real fast. Hey King, I got you, right? Now, even in that TV show Snowfall, where was the white boy getting the drum from? He was, but they was directing him to the it wasn't Mexico. It was Venezuela? It was Venezuela. Just know it was one of the Hispanic nations that they was getting that joint from. It wasn't just cultivating in Florida. They wasn't just cultivating out in Arizona.
Who came out with a brick?
Yeah, and that's why the other boy, the CIA agent, he was going over to the Hispanic spot where it was in the woods and all that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like that's what they was doing. They still get it from us, like our people. So it's like, come on, it makes mad sense. We was already the light on the left-hand side, but now we're trying to be that light on the right-hand side. It's not being glorified for being able to shoot our own people. It's not the glory in it. That's goofy, right? Hey, yo, King. I have a question. You think it's cool to glorify killing our own people?
It's not cool to glorify anything.
It's really not. It's really not at all. But who's known for glorifying killing their own people? I'm calling that. There's like double spawns when they do that. Yeah. Don't our people do that? But I'm saying like. Yeah. I mean, because nobody talks about sliding on Beverly Hills. Or sliding on the Hamptons. When the last time that the Kim Kardashian estate? Yeah. When the last time Kim Kardashian had to worry about a gunshot in her hood, in her area? Rob Kardashian got put a strap. But even when it does happen in the burbs, who does it happen to in the burbs? What happened to Pop? He was in the burbs. But they went on him. What about Soldier and his story? I don't know if it's 100%, but hey. It's a story, hey. He said, what? Shut up, man. Shut up. But even if it is true, it happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Lil Durk. They was in the burbs. And what happened? Keep going on him. Again, when did Rob Kardashian had to go push? He had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boy, it looked like it. The area that it's in.
Oh, okay.
The area ain't that nice.
Oh, okay.
People know who we are.
The other one, the other ticket spot on the other side is a little bit more chill than the spot he went to. He went to like a hood.
To the info. Go ahead.
This Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might.
Right.
Let not the rich man glory in his riches.
Right.
So those aren't things to glory in. To glory in the righteousness. To glory about the works you did. I did X, Y, Z. Okay, what that mean? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord.
Right, so the Lord, he said glory in him and know that he's the Most High.
Right.
But in today's society, you look goofy glorifying the Lord. You tell somebody I glorify God, they look at you like a squid. But when you read the Bible, we just read, go back to it, Nehemiah 13. You tell me if this boy Yeah, you tell me if this bowl is square for real. I'm gonna read it. We're gonna see if he a square. And he followed the Most High God 10 toes down.
That's right.
10 toes. And we're gonna see if he was a square.
Come. Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse 21. Then I testified against them and said to them.
So you have an Israelite man testifying against other people, another nation. And said what?
Why lied ye about the wall?
So he said, why are you lodging about over here? Why you over here? Right? That's really what he asking him. When he said, why lodge ye about the walls? That's old English for what is you doing around here? Yeah, like what you over here for?
And I'm gonna interrupt, but he wasn't just talking to just one person. It was like a whole group of them.
He talking to him.
Break it down, brother.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. And he dolo with it. He dolo. Watch this.
If you do so again,
He said what?
if you do so again,
Go ahead.
I will lay hands on
He
you.
said what?
I will lay hands on
He
you.
said, yo, you do that, you lay hands on
I
me.
had that
You
same
know what I'm saying? So they trying to play him like he's sweet or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you feel me? Come
He
on.
said, hey, bro, I really do it to you. Yeah, he said, I really do it to you.
Yeah.
Line back over there again. He wasn't playing no game. Y'all think Christ played games? People act like he was sweet. I'll show you. Watch this. This man right here, he's sweet. This was sweet.
Yeah.
This one, you'll be able to, him, you'll be able to smack him and he'll be like, I love you. That's weird, yeah. You can smack the dog mess out of him and he'll say, I love you. And that way, yeah. You smack him, you smack this one right here, he'll kiss your boot after you're done. On some real talk. But let me get John chapter, see, you got what I wanted, man.
John chapter 2 and verse 14.
Now read this real quick.
So verse 13. And the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem, and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves and the changers of money sitting.
So he went up to the temple in Jerusalem. This is Christ. He went to the temple in Jerusalem and he see people that they're selling oxen. They got the money on the table and all that. That's literally what it said. The changers money on the table. They got the oxen being sold, the doves being sold. They trapping inside the dang temple, man. Yeah. Hey, bro, you might as well. You in the holy temple. You in the temple of God, and you trapping oxen and doves. What is you doing? Yeah, he's like, yeah, 35. You know what I'm saying?
That's goofy.
Now watch this. Watch this.
Come, and it reads, and when he had made a scourge of small cords,
He made a scourge of small cords. It's like a whip, kind of. He made a scourge of small cords. Go ahead.
he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep.
He said he drove them out. So he beating them all out. The men, he said the animals. Read that again.
Come, and when he had made a scourge of small cords,
That joint wasn't for decoration. He didn't make it for decoration.
I'm gonna use this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Watch this.
he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep,
And the sheep. Go ahead.
and the oxen,
And the oxen. He beat the oxen out. Go
Oh, y'all
ahead.
gotta look.
Yeah.
and poured out the changers' money.
Just imagine you take it, say like your, I don't know, your neighborhood trapper. You take his bread and you just
Throw that
You just
one.
dump his trash. Like, come on, bro. He said, I ain't going for none of that. This is Christ that we talking about. Go ahead.
And overthrew the
He
table.
did what?
And overthrew the table.
He crashed out right there. In righteousness, though.
Man.
In righteousness, he crashed like, yo, get this joint out of here. Like, y'all bugging out. Shalom. Soldiers of Yahweh on the scene, man. Right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, he said, they crashed out. He crashed out. He said, yo, it's over with. Just start throwing stuff. Crashing out everything. Like, man, I'm beating the animals and the people out. They all could get it. You feel what I'm saying? And that was Christ. Let's read one more. 2 Samuel 23. And start at verse, start at verse. There's a lot of them that's fire. I want to get a real good.
I got one.
Get Benaniah 20.
I like that.
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 23 and verse 20. And Benaniah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man, of Kabazeel, who had done many acts and slew 2 lion-like men of Moab.
So he killed 2 lion-like men of Moab. Go ahead.
He went down also and slew a lion in the midst of a pit in time of snow.
So not only did he kill 2 lion-like men that was really built like a lion, he also killed an actual lion in the snow. Who's doing that? Yeah, who's doing that? You said what? Oh, Khan, I got you. Right after this one, I got you. Read verse 21. Watch this.
Verse 21. And he slew an Egyptian, a goodly man.
Right, he slew an Egyptian. He killed him too. This man was like that. Go ahead.
And the Egyptian had a spear in his hand, and he went down to him with a staff, and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand.
This man had a staff. The Egyptian had a spear. He had a staff. He had something like that.
Yeah.
He had a staff. The Egyptian had a whole spear.
Man.
With the staff, he plucked the spear out the Egyptian's hand. Go ahead.
And slew him.
And what?
And slew him with his own spear.
With his what?
With his own spear.
That's just like somebody putting a gun to your head. You take a strap and you shoot with his own joint. Yeah, on some equalizer, man. That man was the equalizer. And you see, he said John Wick. He said the equalizer. Yeah. He turned into the equalizer. Took his own John and popped. Killed him.
Come on now.
This man plucked the spear out of his hand, took the spear, and killed him with his own spear.
Come on now.
Come on!
Come on now.
This is our people that we talking about.
Yeah.
But again, in today's time, you're weird. You're a square for serving God. You soft. These men. Hey, if these men was square, I'll be a rhombus. I'll be a, you know what I'm saying? I'll be a whole whateve. I'll be a trapezoid, rectangle. Give me whatever. Yeah. You said what? And I'm too triangle. I'll be whatever. Give me every shape. I'm that. That's them?
Yeah, I'm square too.
Yeah. Sign me up. This brother got one. Come on.
Yeah.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse 4. It says, and Samuel did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled.
He said what?
And the elders of the town trembled.
Imagine you go to, where y'all from? All right, what about you?
Ohio.
You from Ohio? What part of Ohio?
Cleveland.
Imagine walking to a hut, yeah. Boy, it's a different world over there.
EC to be
Imagine,
deep in.
see? Imagine walking in the streets of Cleveland and everybody trembling. That's crazy.
Crazy.
And you said you from, what part of Atlanta you from? From the east side. It's sweet over there. Yeah, he's on your one. You know it ain't sweet over there.
It ain't sweet over there. So you 100.
No, fact. But on the real, would you just imagine somebody walking in the streets of like Mechanicsville, or somebody walking in the streets of Buckhead, right? Imagine walking in the streets of Buckhead and everybody trembling, scared to come outside. He was one of them. He came to the city and they trembled. You guys say something?
Under the wire, I watched the wire.
Oh yeah.
Omar was walking the street and said, Omar coming, Omar. They started hiding.
Come on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He was one of them. Right, yeah. Oh yeah, take your tail.
Yeah. Debo on the way. Take that check.
Yeah. Hey, boy, that's a fact.
Yeah.
It says, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, comest thou peaceably?
He said, what?
Comest thou peaceably?
They was shook. They said, yo, you coming in peace? If you gotta ask somebody that, yeah. If you, yo, for real. You know, you feel me? Like, yo, they had to ask him. Like, yo, like, all right, so. Yeah. And this is the OGs shook. The elders, they like the OGs and shook. You know what I'm saying? And they've been through it. They lived their life. They've been through it. So the OGs shook like, I don't know, bro. Like, hey,
You gotta check his
coming, hey, look.
I don't know what test
Yeah, you gotta check his tip. Like, hey,
Give it the last.
That's funny, bro. But on the real, that's talking about this a people that he comes from, a nation of people that we just read. Do you know what God feels about those people? The same people that we're reading about. Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'm gonna show you.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Said what?
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So he said, these same people that you're reading about are a holy people unto him. His chosen people, go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Right?
above all people.
They said what?
Above all people.
God wasn't about equality. Contrary to popular belief, he was never about. That's in Deuteronomy. That's the fourth book. That's the fourth book in the Bible. Yeah, the fourth book in the Bible. And he wasn't talking about equality. Was it equality when he divided the nations in their tongue with the Tower of Babel? Nah, he wasn't playing. So he said, those same people that you were reading about are his chosen people. He said above all nations that are on the earth. Now you know what they were called, what their nationality was, their ethnicity? So we're told our ethnicity is what? Black, African American. That's BS. That's BS. But watch this. Bring that up.
This is the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 13. O ye seed of Israel.
Said what?
O ye seed of Israel.
They were called Israel, the Israelites. Not the Israelis. Right? It's funny that they call themselves the Israelis and not the Israelites. You feel me?
O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. His chosen ones.
He said his chosen ones. So these were his chosen people according to the Most High God. He had a chosen people before, and he has a chosen people still. It's the same people. Right? It's the same people. So King, more than likely even yourself will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. I'm gonna leave y'all with one last thing before before the next teacher come in. Let me get Revelations 1 and 14. And let me get Hebrews 7. I'm gonna show you real quick. Before I drop off, I gotta show y'all this. Alright, bring this up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
This is talking about Christ. It's talking about Christ, what he looked like. It said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Go ahead.
As white as snow.
So it said Christ had white woolly hair. Who had woolly hair on the face of this earth? Who got woolly hair? What people? Facts. Right? Keep going.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet.
And he said his eyes was a flame of fire. What color is fire? Yeah, it's like red, orange color, right? Every time you see him, his eyes is a different color. It might be blue, it might be green, hazel. It might be something like that. But that's not what the Bible is explaining. Keep going.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Brass, what color is brass with a beat? It's like a bronze, like a brown type of color, right? Now watch this.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if it what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So if you take that bronze color, you burn it in a fire, what color does it turn? Black. See that? Facts. And this is talking about what Christ looks like. You feel what I'm saying? That's in there. We ain't put it in there.
So why didn't tell us that he was like that?
Is that what?
Why didn't tell us he was like that? You feel?
Yeah, hey, just go ahead. We gotta grab it.
That went over the top.
The one that you referenced. Got it? Go.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9.
There you go.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent.
Said what?
That old serpent.
Because what is a serpent known to be? Like, what is it known for? Well, like a serpent, like an actual snake. When you call somebody a snake, what that mean?
Disciple.
Yeah, right. Deceitful. He said slimy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They'll slime you out. You know what I'm saying? They'll do you dirty, but they'll do it real, like you said, real craftily, under the radar. Like he trying to move low, but he gonna bite you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
And do what?
Which deceiveth the whole world.
Because it was being used to deceive the whole world. It was used to deceive the world. Bring this up. It was 24.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
We read it earlier, but I'm going to show you also what that verse meant. Go ahead.
The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked.
Just like we asked you before, who runs the world? Right. How come he couldn't be Asian? You know what I'm saying? Why he couldn't be Asian? He couldn't be Hawaiian, like, y'all, and he had to be this? Come on, yo. Even when you look at, they got Asian Christians. They still worship the same image. Why? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He said what?
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
They literally covered our faces. When you look up Paul, because I showed you that Paul was a black man. Paul was a black man. Now, when you type up Paul on Google, what comes up? I got my phone. Let's see. Probably Paul George might pop up. Look, I just typed in Paul in the Bible.
Algorithms on your phone will choose, and once you do something, they don't.
Paul in the Bible.
No white people.
What the hell is this?
Come on, come on now.
Oh, nah.
That's old Saint Nick. Come on
You know
now.
what I'm saying? But in the Bible, it mistaken him as like people mistaken him as an Egyptian. Right. What color were the Egyptians?
Black.
Yeah, the ancient Egypt, they was dark skinned. Right. Why would he? This man is not passing for no ancient Egyptian.
No white Egyptians.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What are we talking about?
No such thing. Remember,
When you look up,
Egypt.
when you look up Moses, it's gonna be another white man. That's what they do. They cover the faces of the judges. So that's why they portrayed this image. And also, remember when I showed you? Let's get Exodus 20. Like we showed you before in Judas. All right, kid, you got a flyer? We're gonna get you hooked up right here.
There you go.
We're gonna grab you a big one from there. Grab him a big one from there too. They got it. But we'll show you something else. We get Exodus 20. Remember, if we sinned against the Most High, what happened? The nations knew if we sinned against God, we would get tore up. We'll get brought low. But they knew if we kept His laws, that we would prosper. They knew that. So therefore, they set this up in order to force us to fall. Bring this up.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Who is this man right here?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's that other God that they forced our people to actually start serving. They're not serving the God of the Bible. They're serving Caesar. That's right. They're serving an actual man.
Wake them up.
You understand? So that's why. Bring this up.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
So they changed the truth of God into a lie and started serving the creature. This is a creature right here. It's barely even a human. This is a creature. You understand? Barely. You know what I'm saying? That's not him at all. And historically, it's not him. Biblically, it's not him.
Right.
They have us serving a strange God, a creature more than a creator. Right? That's a fact. Now, I'm going to get my last precept real quick.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 11. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
He said what?
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
That's what we're asking for, to gather all tribes of the children of Israel, the sons of Jacob together. Go ahead.
And inherit thou them as from the beginning.
And with that, Kum Yashua Allah.
Kum Yashua.
Kum Yashua Allah.
Kum Yashua.
Kum Yashua Allah.